If we take the narration from Dr. C.P. Matthews, sir, I would say he himself personally represents the history of medicine in Kerala at least. And it's not an exaggeration because he's now 90 plus and professionally he's more than 60 years, 60 years in the field of the medicine in Kerala. And he was the pioneer, or rather he is the pioneer of what can be called as the implementation of chemotherapy in cervix uterus oncology situation. And it is after his innovative method way back in 1970s that the rest of the world started using chemotherapy for cervix cancer, which led to a very high degree of success in the cure of cervical cancer in ladies. So this is just an example to convey. So I think it's very important when we have somebody who is a history by himself. Why don't we listen from him how he got into the medicine when India was just outside independence after 1947. And it's for youngsters, it's for young doctors to keep in mind. I remember he once telling me how he was rationing himself with just ₹7, staying somewhere in Trivandrum to get into the MBBS. And I remember him telling, I think he better say that, to know what it means to struggle and what it means to know hunger and what it means to know poverty. Well, he was not in poverty, but he had limited means like many others. And how he would always tell me curiosity and the determination. And these aspects is what he would like to see inculcated in the young generation of doctors. I think, sir, if you could narrate how you were rationing yourself in Trivandrum.
And, that was in 1949.
Yeah.
I was struggling to get into medical field, medical admission. So in those days, the selection was all purely on merit.
Merit,
there was
yeah.
no role for any recommendation and all
Yeah.
that. So I got stranded in Trivandrum. I belong to Kottayam, but I got stranded in Trivandrum alone with little money. So I used to tell my children,
Yeah.
but with 5 rupees,
Yeah.
I lived for 10 days
Yeah.
with 5 rupees,
Yeah.
rationing it for 59 paisa a day,
Yeah. Yeah.
pending.
Yeah.
So I know the value of food,
Yeah.
value of starvation.
Yeah.
See, food.
Yeah.
And after 1 week, of course, it was an attempt, because at any rate, I wanted to get into medical field.
Yeah.
I wanted to get admission in the medical, in the MBBS.
Yeah.
And I was lucky, after all this struggle, in August 1949,
Yeah.
I got admission into Madras Medical College, first year MBBS.
Because those days Kerala, there was no Kerala state to say
It
so.
was a Travancore state,
Yeah.
Cochin, Travancore, Malabar. These
Yeah,
are the
yeah.
3 areas.
Yeah, 3 states.
Malabar was a part of the Madras presidency,
Yeah. Yeah.
Madras province.
Yeah.
And medical college, I think Madras Medical College and Stanley Medical College
Yeah.
were the only 2 medical colleges in South India.
South India. Yeah.
South India.
Yeah.
So that was the time.
Even the medical colleges in Kerala were only after 1950 or maybe
51,
1951.
The
Yeah.
first Trivandrum Medical College was
Yeah.
started in 51.
Yeah.
So that was my struggle.
Yeah.
And one thing I find is any curiosity, any amount of effort, and that is you can achieve anything in this world.
Yeah.
Anything. I usually tell my children, I don't know whether you know the famous Hans Lerman's book,
Yeah.
To Relieve Tension the Autogenic Way.
Yeah.
A man who traveled from west coast of Africa to New York
Yeah.
in a canoe,
Cano. Yeah.
a canvas canoe, 72 days, it took 72 days and nights to reach New York. He reached New York. Only very few who tried this adventure
Yeah.
succeeded,
Or survived. Yeah.
even before or after him.
Yeah.
Because he survived twice he traveled.
Yeah.
It is unimaginable.
Africa to America.
Yeah, Africa to America.
Yeah, single.
72 days, single-handed, without any food,
Yeah.
any water,
Yeah.
any instrument,
Yeah.
except the
Compass.
compass.
Yeah, compass.
Compass.
Yeah.
So that was the. I think we should teach our children these examples.
Yeah.
How to struggle and achieve any life, any height.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, and there is no limit
Yeah.
for your
Possibilities
height.
of achievement.
Yes.
No
That's-
barriers.
Yeah. Throughout my life, I was a BBL. I then worked for
MS.
radiology.
Yeah.
Then I went for MS surgery.
Yeah.
Then I went up to Siddha.
Yeah.
So now I know any patient. I can cure any patient, as Hippocrates has said.
Yeah.
Give me fever,
Yeah.
I can cure any disease.
Yeah.
That is what Hippocrates said.
Yeah.
So now any disease, I think 90% of diseases
Yeah.
can be controlled by an integrated system of medicine, including Siddha.
Yeah.
Main thing.
Yeah.
Siddha is very important
Yeah.
because that is a divine system,
Yeah.
not a human-made system. It
Yeah.
is a divine system. Ayurveda and Siddha, both of them are traditional from gods,
Yeah.
right from gods. So that is the importance of that. That our modern, I mean, very little of our modern students know this secret of this thing.
Yeah. So this is precisely why this specific clip we went more than 5 minutes deliberately, because this tells about his determination, and I'm not being making fun of his situation at that time, and since sir is known to us for a long time professionally and as a family a family friend, family relation, like, and sir was telling me how he would starve the lunch and dinner. He will have only one dosha. A dosha is a South Indian dish, and a lot of chutney to fill his stomach, and starve lunch and dinner. And that determination that I'm going to go away from here only after getting my deserving merit seat. And only 4 people, I think, that time from Travancore, 4 from here and maybe a couple of from Malabar. Only 6 people would go and become doctor in outside Kerala and come back. So we are talking of a very old information, which is an indicator that with commitment and determination and perseverance, many things are achievable. And that's what these diaries show. They all are impossible to incurable to hopeless to discarded and utterly helpless patients who came to him, and they all, nearly all of them, had a good impact by the system.